Elections of the National Assembly of Vietnam. Vietnam holds a one-party system which is divided into three pillars: the Communist Party, the government, and the parliament of the country, known as the National Assembly. What is the National Assembly and what are its functions? The National Assembly is the main constitutional body in Vietnam. It is in charge of many important tasks, for example the election of the President, Head of State, the Prime Minister, Head of Government, or the Chief of Justice. It also elects the members of the Standing Committee of the National Assembly. The National Assembly is able to pass new laws as well as revise existing laws. It allocates the annual state budget and produces the socio-economic 5-year plan, while also having the power to change the Vietnamese constitution. The National Assembly decides on policies on ethnic minorities and religions, can cast a vote of confidence, proclaim issues of war and peace, proclaim a state of emergency, and hold a referendum. It also decides on politics and external relations and ratifies international treaties. Twice a year, the National Assembly gets together in Hanoi to further discuss new developments, policy strategies, as well as challenges and opportunities of Vietnam. Around 500 deputies are elected every 5 years. This year's elections of the 15th National Assembly will take place on May 23rd. Timeline of the election year. On the 18th of January, the National Election Council with its 21 members was set up. Until the 3rd of April, the election committees were set up at all levels. Applications for deputies or members of the People's Council, which is the legislative branch of the provinces, were submitted until the 14th of March at 5 p.m. The final candidates were announced on April 28th. On May 23rd, the actual election of both deputies and members of the People's Council, as well as bodies for all other administrative levels, take place. The elected members will be announced between the 2nd and 12th of June. The most important member within the National Assembly is the chair of the National Assembly. Vương Đình Huệ, Politburo member and secretary of the Hanoi Party Committee, was sworn in as the chairman of the National Assembly and the National Election Council on March 31st. He holds one of the most important political positions in Vietnam. You want to learn more about the composition of the National Assembly and the selection of the candidates? Stay tuned for more information in the next weeks. And follow us on Facebook at HSF Vietnam.